Here you can see a famous scene from 2001, A Space Odyssey, to the tune of Thus Spoke Zarathustra by Richard Strauss, made in 1968 and perhaps one of the most visually appealing and experimental science fiction films made ever. 2001 has captivated audiences for many decades, but had several mixed reviews upon its release, with the general consensus being that the visual experience far outweighed the narrative, and because of this, it led to many critics calling it boring or lacking humanity. Over time, though, it has accumulated exponentially more praise and is considered to be one of the best movies ever made. The film was directed by Stanley Kubrick, who is known for his visual masterpieces such as A Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, The Shining, Eyes Wide Shut, and Dr Strangeglove. We chose this film because we feel as though no other movie had captured the past, present, and future of mankind in such an aesthetically pleasing way as 2001, A Space Odyssey. The scene starts at the end of Dawn of Man segment at the beginning of the movie. It shows how a great ape is able to use a bone as a weapon and a tool for hunting. He then throws the bone into the air and it transitions into a futuristic spacecraft. The scene in question comes after a segment when the ape finds a giant monolith, symbolizing a literal evolutionary milestone that is able to progress them as a species, hence using the bone as a tool for the first time. This marks the first time in the film that we witness a vast progression within the human species. The scene acted out very well within a meticulously designed ape suits and realistic sounds, far superior to the English-talking primates of the sci-fi classic Planet of the Apes, released the same year, and much more thought put into how the apes interact with each other, band together, hunt, and innovate to further their way of life. The song used in the scene was intended to be what Richard Strauss felt after reading Thus Spoke Zarathustra by Friedrich Nietzsche. One of the main philosophies of Thus Spoke Zarathustra is that God can no longer give meaning, so man has to turn to ubermensch, or the overman, for meaning, which is meant to be the next evolutionary step in the evolution of mankind. A man who sets the meaning for himself, imposing his own worldviews and values. The idea of ubermensch is similarly realized in 2001, when at the end of the movie, the main character is turned into the Star Child, signalizing another biological leap in the story of humanity, something that we are not meant to comprehend, consisting of amazing physical properties. Overall, if one would like to watch an interesting film symbolizing the evolutionary milestones of humanity, such as the way it's conveyed in the scene we presented, you might want to consider 2001, A Space Odyssey as your first pick.